My name is Miriam Sheldon, and I live in Nichada Thani. I've lived in Thailand for 7 years now. We have 3 kids. I have a 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a soon-to-be 3-year-old. Yeah, we try to give our kids more freedom, to give them an opportunity to learn to be more independent and to be strong on their own. I definitely give my kids a lot of choices, and I give them their options. And whether it's a positive thing or a negative thing, it's like, well, if you make that choice, here are your consequences, and they won't know how to make these choices if they've never made a choice before. For instance, the other day we let our 8-year-old, she asked us if she could go ride her bike alone around the lake. She's like, I want to prove that I'm mature enough that I can handle that on my own. So we said, okay, go ahead, go for it. And so she did. She rode the bike around the lake, and then my husband had to go pick up something, and he drove past her in the golf cart and just kind of waved, hi. And she was like, no, stop, I'm so hot, take me home, I don't want to do this anymore. And so he was like, oh, well, I'm on my way for an errand, but yeah, sure, hop on. And so then she went, and she was very tired and so forth, but she felt very proud of herself that she was able to go do this and had some freedom of her own, had to deal with some situations of getting tired and hot and thirsty, and she was all by herself. At least we feel we're in a safe environment that we can give her these opportunities to try to grow and develop her own self-confidence. Well, he was, but we pretended we weren't. It's a process. I mean, we're not just gonna do it overnight, like, okay, you're on your own, like, go figure it out. I mean, we've always been doing activities together as family, but as they do it, we're always coaching them, like, this is how you would do it, or this is how you cross the road, or something like that, or when you're riding your bike, you're not looking, you're not stopping at the crosswalk, or where the road is. So we're constantly giving these, like, pointers. And then when I first let her ride her bike to school on her own, she was in 1st grade, and I followed her in the golf cart. and then I would time it, like, okay, you go, and then I'd go like 5 minutes after, so at least I could pass her on the way there, and then I could see that she was making it to the gate of school. So at least it's like little by little, I'm giving her a little more freedom, but I'm checking it as well. Living in Nichada gives us the opportunity to give our kids some freedom and have this sense of freedom. We can let our kid feel comfortable if they're upset or something, like, okay, go for a walk and come back, or give them short, like, you can go down the street, see if your friend's there, and then come back home. Like, we can give them these little, like, tasks, or give them this opportunity, and they feel very excited that they have the opportunity to go do something like that with some sense of freedom. So I definitely can do more with my daughter here in Nichada, knowing that there's a lot more security and some rules in place, and it's not so, there's some controls going on. I can't expect to send my kid to college and expect them to be independent overnight. It's definitely a process, and as they grow, I need to feel confident that when I'm not there with them, that they know how to make the choices, they know what to do, and they can take care of themselves in a situation. And so it's a constant guiding them and giving them the opportunity to figure these things out as they grow, because if not the day of tomorrow, when we're not around them to help them, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle those choices, they don't know how to handle situations. And so we're trying to create that opportunity for them to develop those skills so that they can do things independently in the future, at least in my opinion.